You're listening to Confident, the code to living a life on fire. Hosted by Anthony Hudson, high performance coach and founder of the highly successful coaching experience, Confident, the code to living a life on fire. This show provides you the information and guidance required to show up confident and on fire in your life. If you're looking to transform to your best version and embody ultimate confidence, you're in the right place. Welcome to Confident. Here's your host, Anthony Hudson.
What the heck is up, y'all? Welcome, Confident crew. This is Confident, the code to living a life on fire. I am your host, Anthony Hudson. Welcome to the show. All right. If this is your first time listening, in Confident, we work towards creating a confident lifestyle, helping others live in confidence, crush imposter syndrome, get rid of all the things in their life that keeps them from maintaining their superpower of confidence. Confidence is a true superpower, and we talk about, work on, and are always growing towards a more confident lifestyle. So if that's something you need help with, you're in the right place. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Today, I want to talk to you about something that has helped me grow, continue to grow, form discipline, form healthy habits, and create my ultimate confidence. And that's the concept of sweating before the sun. So when men first come to me to figure out their confidence, to live their life on fire, to grow in certain areas, one of the first things I ask them is, what's a normal day look like for you? And for many of them, they walk me through a normal day, and most times it consists of hitting the snooze button. Most times it consists of going to bed late and sleeping in a little bit, rushing to get to the office on time, to barely make their first appointment, and feel disheveled, feel unprepared, feel unconfident in starting their day. They're checking the boxes, they're clocking in and they're clocking out. That is the number one thing I see and hear from people that are looking to level up in life and to live that life on fire. So this concept of sweating before the sun, if you look at, or if you were to research any top performers, athletes, celebrities, musicians, artists, anybody that is working on or running life at a high level, running life at a much faster pace, a much more successful pace than anybody else, one of the most common traits and one of the most common things you'll find is they wake up early. And early can be different to all people, but the benefit of waking up early is the rest of the world is asleep and you're gaining more hours in your day, more time, more of that precious time that we can't create more of. We can only take advantage of because we don't know when our time is going to end. So for me, when I figured out the importance of having an early morning routine and waking up early, the game completely changed. And that was about, I really started to notice a shift in my life in all areas, in business, in my relationships, in my fitness, when I started waking up earlier, developing a morning routine, getting my routines, my non-negotiables, my ritual down so that I was living a life by design, not by default. When you can do that, when you can train yourself to wake up earlier, eventually without an alarm, by going to bed earlier, by having an evening routine, the game will change for you. Because here's what starts to happen. You go from telling yourself, oh, I'm not a morning person, I'm a night owl, to you start waking up earlier. And it's just a little bit at first. And that's what I train my clients to do as well, small increments. You're not going from waking up at 7 in the morning after hitting the snooze 6, 7, 8 times because your alarm started going off at 6. You're not going from waking up at 7 in the morning to then trying to wake up at 5 in the morning. That's too big of a shift. We're taking small bites, small chunks, right? So it might start with 10 or 15 minutes earlier. You're going to do that for a week straight. Then you're going to bump it back to another 15 minutes and another and another and another until you get to the point where you're getting 2 extra hours in your day of high quality, efficient, high energy flow state time in your day. You wonder why you get tired and distracted and can't focus? Because you're not getting good sleep. You're staying up too late. You don't have an evening routine, and you want to hit pause on life because you're not energized and excited to wake up because you got crappy sleep the night before because you stayed up too late, or you're thinking about what you got to do the next day because you didn't finish your task at work. You didn't write down the things that you need to complete for the next day. You didn't have a good evening routine as well. So, but the biggest component of a morning routine is what I like to call sweat before the sun. All my clients, no matter if they're already doing it or if they have never worked out a day in their life, they're going to start sweating before the sun. Because here's what's happening. You've got the most testosterone flowing through your body in the morning. You've got the most energy. You're the most rested immediately after a good night's sleep. So what we want to do is take advantage of that energy, that potential, take advantage of that rest that you got. And we want to put that to work on our body. We want to do the hard shit, right? When you wake up and get the hard shit out of the way first, like doing a killer workout, you've already won. You've already won a big component of your day. You've already gotten the hard stuff out of the way. So everything else you're going to do after that, it's going to be easier. Everything else you do after a hard workout, it's not going to be that big of a deal to you. Oh man, I got a couple client calls, no big deal. I got a presentation. I'm presenting in front of 50 salespeople today at work, at the office for my company. No big deal. Oh, I've got a sales pitch with potentially my biggest client ever. I already worked out. My mind's clear. I'm focused. I got the cobwebs out. I'm energized. I'm ready to go. So by challenging yourself, by sweating before the sun, getting the cobwebs out, getting the energy up, getting focused, burning some energy off, you're doing more than probably 95% of the world is by waking up early, sweating before the sun, meaning sweating while it's still dark out, meaning most of the rest of the world is still asleep. When you start to think about that, when you start to realize, holy shit, nobody else is doing this stuff. And it's not about anybody else. It's about you. But at the same time, that's an extra confidence boost right there. Hey, I'm already winning. I'm doing what others don't want to do. I'm doing what the majority isn't willing to do. So if I keep doing that, maybe I didn't win a whole lot today, but the compounding interest of what that looks like over time, you're going to win. I tell everybody this all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it. Fitness is the foundation, y'all. Fitness is the foundation of all things success. You have got to take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, your body, if you're not working it, if you're not pushing it, if you're not weaponizing your body, strengthening your body, adding to your flexibility and your speed and your athleticism and your mobility, your core strength, your body's going to shut down on you. It's not going to work as well. You're not going to have as much energy. You're not going to have as much sex drive. You're not going to look as attractive. You're not going to feel as attractive. You're not going to be confident in your work. You're not going to be confident in your relationship. You're going to get down on yourself. You're going to let imposter syndrome sneak in. You're not going to be successful. You're going to be hard on yourself, and you're going to beat yourself up. I've seen it. I see it all the time. You take care of yourself first, meaning your fitness, everything else falls into place. You can't tell me that being fit, being healthy, walking into a room where people know that you work out and you take care of yourself, you can't tell me that other people don't look at you and know that, hey, this guy's serious. This girl's serious. They get after it. They work hard. They don't mess around. They take life seriously. They want to live longer. They want to be successful. You don't have to say a dang thing. You walk into the room, fit, people look, people listen. Look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. Thank you, Deion Sanders. Prime time. It's a motto I live by. I'm doing everything in my power to live as long as possible and enjoy every ounce of life. I'm also doing everything in my power to impact others as much as I can. So if I can do what I'm doing at age 41, and I can look the way I look at age 41, those 31-year-olds, those 21-year-olds, they've got less of an excuse. Those 51-year-olds, they might have a few extra excuses, but if I can do it, they can do it. Age is just a number, y'all. Age is just an invalid number that we put on ourselves. And I don't want to say this to brag, but I was at an event recently, and a young, probably 23-year-old asked me how old I was. And I typically don't answer that question. I usually just say old enough to see what they come back with. Because I say I have 3 kids, 11-year-old, 6-year-old, and a 6-year-old. They're like, geez, how old are you? I'm like, old enough. No, really, how old are you? How old do you think I am? I usually get high 20s, early 30s. Nah, man, I'm 41. This guy could not believe it. He went around and asked 4 or 5 other people in the line we were standing in the crowd. You know this guy? He's 41 years old. That's not right. I don't believe him. He's lying. Take care of myself, y'all. It's not genetics. Don't give me that crap. It's not. It's not any of that. It's not just something that God blessed me with. It's work, y'all. It's discipline. It's consistency. And it's clarity. I know what I want. I know how I want to look. When you have that, when you know that, it's a lot easier to sweat before the sun. I know you don't want to do it. I know you think it's hard. You put in a few weeks of sweating before the sun, your body starts to crave it. The cool part is your body starts to do it automatically. You don't have to set an alarm anymore because your body all of a sudden will say, oh, time to wake up. And once you do it and start doing it consistently, here's the best part. You start to feel better. You start to look better. Everything else in your life gets better if you use it to your advantage. So I encourage you to start sweating before the sun. The top performers, the most elite, the highest performers, celebrities, artists, actors, businessmen and women, the gurus, the millionaires, the billionaires. Every interview I've heard, they're all waking up early and they all work out. They all take care of themselves. So if you need help with sweating before the sun, if you need to talk through what that looks like, you can find me on the socials. You can go to the show notes and find my links. Reach out to me, fill out the quick form there. We'll set up a call and we'll talk about how we can help you get in sweating before the sun, get your fitness back in check. Because when you start getting that in check, everything else falls into place. And it starts with sweating before the sun. It really does, because you knock that out before anybody else while people are still sleeping, while you have no distractions and no excuses. You're taking care of yourself first. When you take care of yourself first, you can better take care of others. So that's what I got for y'all today. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like always, the only thing I ask is if you go leave us a review, take a screenshot, take one of the shares on Instagram, on TikTok, on social media, and share it to your story. That gets the show in front of more people so more people can create their confidence, live a life on fire, and build the life that they want, that they deserve, and enjoy the journey along the way. So carry on confident, y'all. We'll talk to you guys next Friday. Appreciate you guys all tuning in, and I'm out. Later.